In this episode, we'll discuss Composer support in both WordPress and ProcessWire. Composer is a dependency manager for PHP. It provides a standard format for managing dependencies of PHP software and required libraries. It's a command line tool and therefore geared towards advanced developers. WordPress does not support Composer natively as it already has its own plugin manager and specifications for creating plugins. You can think of plugins as the equivalent of dependencies. There have been many discussions regarding whether or not WordPress should support Composer in some capacity for advanced users. Although there has not yet been support directly in the core, some members of the community have devised methods by which it can be supported. This article by the Roots team discusses using Composer with WordPress. Bedrock, also by the Roots team, is a project that provides better WordPress project structure, dependency management with Composer, configuration for specific environments, and enhanced security. Again, this is a project geared towards advanced developers. Let's go ahead and set up a project with Bedrock, which will also install WordPress using Composer. We'll then install some plugins using Composer instead of WordPress's plugin manager. Here are the installation instructions. Let's first get Bedrock using git. I'll use this command to pull in Bedrock into the following directory. Let's now run Composer install and rename the env.example file to .env. We now need to update our env file with the following information. I've done that here. And now let's go to the installation of WordPress. And here we are. Let's do our installation. Let's log in. And here we are. Let's now use Composer to install the WordPress SEO plugin, which will demonstrate how to add plugins using Composer rather than WordPress's plugin manager. I'll use this command. And as you can see, the plugin has been installed. And now if we go to the plugin list, we should see the WordPress SEO plugin available for us to install. And there it is. Let's activate it. And that demonstrates how to add a plugin entirely using Composer. Like WordPress, there has been a lot of discussion regarding ProcessWire's ability to support Composer in some way. With the guidance and direction of various members of the community, such as HariKT, ProcessWire now has a system whereby modules and ProcessWire itself can be installed using Composer. This blog post goes into extreme detail as to how it works. In short, there are situations where authors may want to make ProcessWire modules that have dependencies with packages that exist within Composer's packages repository. This presents a unique situation with trade-offs in regards to how the author decides to bring in these dependencies. Given that Composer already solves this problem, ProcessWire allows you to install modules using Composer on the command line that rely on these dependencies. It will place the ProcessWire module in ProcessWire's modules folder, and it will place any Composer-based dependencies inside of Composer's vendor folder, keeping things nice and separated. Let's go ahead and demonstrate this. We'll do it by installing the ProcessWire Google Client API module. I'll run this command on the command line. And now, if we go to the modules section of our site and hit refresh, you will see that the module is available to be installed. Let's go ahead and install it. And we can continue setting it up here, which I won't demonstrate in this video. So let's see what's going on behind the scenes in terms of where things are getting placed. We have a vendor directory here, which is where all the packages have been placed, as we discussed earlier. And if we go to the modules folder, you will see that the Google Client API module, which is a ProcessWire module, has been placed inside of the modules folder, allowing us to install it from ProcessWire's modules manager.